Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. This kit is called Sweet. It's from Sadie Stickers. I believe it was from 2022 or even before that, but it's definitely the older format. And I was so happy to recognize that I could pull in the piece ink swatch, no ink, yeah, ink swatch stickers that are on transparent matte paper. I was so excited to pull those in. Those were from Miss and Meow, and if you watched my recent plan with me using the piece kit from Miss and Meow, I think I mentioned that I forgot that I had them and like I forgot to pair them with the kit itself. So I was really bummed and I was really afraid I wasn't going to be able to match it with any other kit. And then I realized like it was a perfect match to this kit that is a perfect spring kind of anytime kit. And I was so incredibly happy and relieved. I didn't end up using all of it, but that's totally okay. The alcohol ink swatches, I think that's what they're called. I always forget. But there's plenty on a sheet, so I'll be able to use the other ones for another kit if they end up matching. And I was really glad and happy they matched because I think some of the full boxes have like a watercolor effect to them, especially one of the blue ones with the florals, and it just looked really nice. I tried to just pull the alcohol ink swatches throughout just to give a little bit of color, and I struggled a lot with this kit. So before I continue, I do have discount codes for many of these shops. They are listed below, but with Sadie Stickers, it's Rachel20 for 20% off, and then also my freebie. So, like I was saying, I struggled a lot with this kit because of the older format. It was kind of like an adjustment and relearning again, and I did not enjoy how it was coming out. I felt like I was just in autopilot mode and I was just putting stickers down and I didn't really feel like inspired. I didn't feel like I was being really creative. And I feel like a lot of my plan with me's recently have just been like just going with the flow again, autopilot, and just doing what I usually do, which, it's kind of my style at this point and I'm fine with it. And it's what I know and what I like and what I'm comfortable with. So I've learned to just accept that. But I was limited so many stickers in this because of the older formats. And I struggled. I struggled a lot. The headers being just taller too was just an adjustment again because I think a lot of kits, at least in the past 6 months, have really changed the height of their headers, so they're not as bulky looking. They're more dainty now, and just the difference in florals, and these florals were definitely challenging to work with because they were more rounded and didn't have like a lot of um, like pieces. So when I cut them and they looked good. I don't know how to describe it. So it was just a challenge, but I think I was trusting the process. And as I was going, I definitely felt like it was starting to kind of grow on me a little bit. But I'm also willing to just like, I also had to learn, like, I just need to realize that I'm not going to love every single spread exactly. And I'm not going to, execute it the way I want to each and every time. And just coming to terms with that is very like, I guess, like, I don't know. It's just like growing, right? Like just maturing and realizing like it is what it is. And I'm not going to like every single spread I do and I'm going to want to fix certain things, and it's just not always going to be perfect and how I envisioned it. And that's totally okay. Also, like if I'm not used to this kind of color palette or the style, and then when I do use it, it's just not my cup of tea usually. But I've been holding on to this kit because I really do love the colors. I just wasn't the biggest fan of the florals, like the individual floral deco, but I don't know. I just feel like I was totally overthinking it and I just didn't enjoy how I executed it. Definitely not the kit or the shop's fault at all. Definitely the way I was overthinking stuff. And that happens. Like I feel like whenever I plan, I tend to do that. Sometimes if I'm not in the right headspace and I start planning, I end up regretting like the spread because I feel like I overthought everything and I was doing things I didn't enjoy and I just kind of was just going without really, being happy. And I think my mood truly affects how my spreads turn out. Sorry for this ramble, but I also realized I realized that on you'll see later, but on Friday I had initially put two full boxes down. When I go through the day by day, you'll see that I'm like, what is even going on here? But it's okay. So for the day cover section, I pulled in this beautiful date strip that is from the Gathered Layers and Panda Bird Design collection. Really love those florals. I think they paired very nicely with this kit. I really had to be creative and pull in a bunch of stickers from my collection, like tons of boxes and decorative elements to make this more full. I feel like when this kit came out, a lot of like decorative things were not very popular yet, and like these very deluxe kits with all the journaling items and large deco and things like that and clip art pieces were not really as popular. So I felt like I was really working with like the bare minimum, and that's where I think I struggled more than anything, especially with the sidebar. I don't love the sidebar. If I'm just being honest with you, I just tried to pull in some swatch, stickers and then some of the clip art pieces that came with it, and it is what it is. But I think it turned out okay. Okay, so on Monday, my little sister and I think my little sister and my mom got me Chick-fil-A for breakfast. That was really nice. But I'm sure like my sister paid for it because since she got a job, she's just been like super sweet and like treating me all the time. I had 2 meetings this day. Those calendars are from Crafts by Towie. I adore them. And I love to pull them in when I'm limited with boxes or something to mark like my meetings or something I want to be consistent with throughout the week. So they're just a really good box to pull in, and it's cute because it's a calendar. Also took Jason on a walk, had an Instagram live with Jessica Panaper Design to showcase the new collection with gathered layers, and then did cardio and stretched this night. So that was really nice. Also, this gave me the opportunity to pull in a bunch of freebies that I got from multiple shops. I think I pulled in a lot from like Paper Trail Plans and Sadie Stickers that were like deluxe freebies in the Pretty Pink Co. And it was nice because I grabbed all of my rose gold freebies and I tried to use them in the spread, whether they were dividers, and it was nice to use up freebies because getting functional freebies is so rewarding, and it can really like help with making a spread very full looking. So very satisfying to use up freebies because I feel like I'm like accomplishing something. I don't know, is that weird? Let me know if you feel the same way, but I feel like I accomplished something and I didn't let something go to waste, and it's just nice to use a very functional freebie. Okay, so on Tuesday, did fasted cardio in the morning, took Jason on a walk, and here I'm just making like a floral, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't know. I'm just making like a floral divider, and then I'm trimming down the scallop divider so it's a little bit more dainty and it's not as tall as the traditional headers here. Also wanted to mark my meetings. I marked my meetings all the same way throughout the week. I was pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure I was consistent. Yeah, definitely was. Okay, and then I love those like succulent freebie, like the succulent foiled stickers. That's from a Sadie Stickers, I think Advent freebie or something like that. I can't remember, but they're so cute and they were perfect. It was a sampler sheet with different sized florals and succulents and such, and it was so cute. Also pulled in my favorite dividers from Miss and Meow, and I pretty sure I try to alternate those throughout. I try to make them so they don't hit next to each other, like, even though I really want to use them in certain areas, but I try to make sure that they aren't lining up right next to each other, and there's like, it varies. So, had 5 meetings this day, which was a lot. And then my little sister had her last orchestra concert because, again, she graduated high school. I'm all over the place here with my plans. They are not in order whatsoever for the past couple of months and weeks. So just know that. And I will be jumping around in all of my plan with me's. I hope you don't mind. But it really just depends on like if I'm waiting on something for a kit that I'm using, or if I just am in the mood to film and plan something that's more like eventful and fun that week versus doing like a redundant week. It just really depends. But for the most part, it's usually the latter. Like I just want to do something a little bit more exciting and fun. Okay, so I used a bunch of like music notes from White Chair Stationery. I love those stickers. They are so cute, and it's perfect to mark just listening to music, going to a concert, and just like dancing, something like that. It's just so adorable and just really fun. Okay, so Wednesday, I took Jason on a walk and then had 4 meetings this day. It was a really nice day outside, so Jason and I laid outside, and I love this cute umbrella chair combo here. That's from a freebie from White Deer Stationery. Again, I save all of her freebies and I put them in my reusable sticker book, so I have like a large sheet of just a bunch of icons that I feel like I hit the jackpot when I'm able to use one because, again, very satisfying. Went on a went on a bike ride with my family outside, so that was really nice. And then my sister and I watched a show called Dogs, which again, as you can tell by the title, it's all about dogs, which I love. And not just dogs, but I think it's called Dogs, but they definitely do have other animals, I think. Yeah. Also, don't mind the band-aid. It's not cute. I hate having to like show a band-aid in a plan with me. I think it looks bad. But I had a really bad burn on my wrist, and it just was not fun, and I didn't want to like show it, even though you should be like letting, I was of course like letting my burn heal and like and air out and stuff like that. You don't really want to cover it, so I was only covering it for the purpose of the video so that you guys didn't have to stare at that. So you're welcome, trying to be considerate. It's kind of gross. I would not want to see that, so I definitely don't want to subject you guys to it either. Okay, so on the 25th or Thursday, did an arm workout with my sister. We grabbed Starbucks that morning and then took Jace on 2 walks this day. So really spoiled and loved on baby. He keeps looking at me every time I say the W word. I know, honey. We have to spell it out, WALK, but I'm doing a voiceover, so it's fine. Okay. And then I went in person for a meeting and then had burritos from a local spot, which we really, really liked. And I painted my nails this night. I can't remember if I painted my nails twice this week, so I can't remember if I messed up or I wanted to change the design or one of them chipped or something like that. But I ended up doing my nails on Thursday and Saturday. Okay, cool. Also, I'm pulling in the corners. Oh yeah, you guys can see. I was just like, what is happening? I literally, my hand gesture was like, what is this? I had a total brain fart apparently. This is what I mean. I was totally in autopilot mode and just going and not even thinking. And that's exactly what happens. I ended up putting 2 full boxes down on Friday, which I only noticed during the day by day because I was like, wait, why do I have way limited space on this column to put stickers down? I was like, oh, that's why. Derp. Okay. All right. So, like I was saying, I was pulling in a bunch of corner stickers from the Gathered Layers collection. They are in her shop, by the way. So, check out Panda Bird Design. Use Rachel15 for 15% off. I love the corner stickers so much, and I know they sold very well. And the intent is to have that same kind of doubled box look, but instead it's just a corner sticker, so you're not essentially wasting a whited out box when you're layering it with something else and you don't have the bumps again. So really love it, very functional sticker. On Friday, my little sister had a field trip to DC this morning. So I had to take her to school at like 4 in the morning because they were leaving, like they were gonna leave by 5, of course, because like where we live in like DC traffic, you don't want to get stuck in that. So I understand why like the teachers and the chaperones were like, we are leaving promptly at 5 because it can be a pain getting stuck in that traffic and it's not fun. So that was not enjoyable for me to get up that early, but it wasn't too bad considering I'm pretty much a morning person anyway, and I'm pretty sure I stayed up all morning and did not go back to sleep because usually if I do go back to sleep, I feel even more tired and groggy when I wake up. So I try to just tough through it and just stay awake, and then I probably took a nap later on that day, to be honest with you. So did a leg workout at the gym and then had 2 meetings, and then I actually reunited with one of my friends who has been not stationed, sorry, she has been in South Korea for quite some time because she was a English teacher there, and her now husband was stationed there. That's what it was. So she's finally back stateside after several years, and it's always cool to kind of reconnect with her. She's probably like the closest I could say to like a high school friend, and I don't have many of those considering I've moved so much in my life due to the military and stuff like that. So it was just cool to link up again. We grabbed sushi and then we went and got Cinnabons right after and played games at an arcade. So that was really fun and cool. And that's why this kit was also really perfect because this kit is called Sweet and there's like a bakery and there was actually a Cinnabon sticker, which was crazy. I didn't even realize that until I was, using the kit, and it was definitely not intentional whatsoever. But I also had these Cinnabon stickers I already purchased from White Deer Stationery and was looking forward to using them. So I went ahead and just used this, and the scale and sizing was a little bit better for my liking and a little bit more dainty. So I definitely wanted to pull that in, which is so adorable. It's literally perfect looking. I think that's so cute. And even though I'm not having a Cinnabon, maybe I can use it to mark like having pastries or getting baked goods or something like that. But anyways, so that was a really cool night. Reconnected with her and then met her husband, and because she got married while she was in South Korea, so that was, it was a very eventful night, and I was exhausted by the time I got home because socializing drains me at this point. Like I've gotten to the point where I'm such a homebody, and I really enjoy a lot of like me time and being alone, and just I'm like a creature of habit, so I definitely like the same routine and structure, and then going out and being I think we were out for like several hours at this point. I'm pretty sure like by the 4th and 5th hour I'm wiped, but we stayed up pretty late and I was already up at like 4 in the morning taking my sister to her sorry, to the bus for her field trip. So I think I was drained at this point and I was over it. But anyways, okay, so Saturday was really nice. We slept in, or I slept in at least, then had a massage in the morning. I went ahead and redid my nails or fixed them or something like that, put on makeup, and then we went to one of Greg's friends' houses, and there was like a party, and ended up being like a full on drinking party, like beer pong, the whole thing, and it was fun. Good music, good time. Stayed up really late, which I don't do very often. I feel like I do that kind of thing like once or twice a year, and then that's like pretty much the gist of all the alcohol I drink all year round. Okay, so Sunday, I wanted to mark two birthdays. I ended up writing them later because I forgot, was not intentional. And that small scalloped square box, that is from Crafts by Towie. It's perfect because the square sticker I was using that came with the kit didn't have like any white space. It was just like all watercolor, and I wanted to be able to see the writing. So I put that on top of that, as well as the Gathered Layers corner sticker. I wanted to use this really cute rain cloud sticker. That's from a freebie with White Deer Stationery as well. Slept in, and I, instead of using a pillow, I just wanted to use the rain cloud because it was raining so much this day. And it was just one of those like rainy, poopy days, which was also kind of nice because I could like relax. I feel like whenever it rains a lot and I'm tired from a lot of things going on the past couple of days prior, it is nice to just have like a chill rainy day and just relax, you know? And it kind of sets the mood. Just light a couple candles and just chill. Speaking of which, it's probably gonna start pouring and stormy here in just a little bit. It's been raining a lot where I live. I have no idea. I feel like April came late, you know? All right, so talked to one of my friends this day and then trained chest and triceps and then grabbed pizza with the family. So here are the leftover stickers, and I was really happy again to use those Peace alcohol ink swatch stickers on transparent matte paper. And I pulled in a ton of like butterflies from several different shops, and I feel like I really am glad I trusted the process because I do like how it essentially and eventually turned out. But that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. I hope that you're doing well, and take care. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.